Good rainy morning. It is Monday, May the 5th, and this is day 72 on the AT. Just left the Lookout Hostel. Got a nice rest. Back to, I don't know, about 100%, but feeling good. Today, instead of doing a Nero, I'm gonna go 20 miles to mile marker 1266, whatever that is on the AT, just to the north of the town of Danielsville, and be picked up by my friend KP. And then going to take a zero tomorrow, just hanging out, resting up, and then I'll be back on trail on Wednesday. So it's going to rain today. It's already sprinkling, and it's going to do that all day and then for the next couple days. And that's all right. This place needs it, that's for sure. So I'll check in a little bit. Well, I just got up and over Knife's Edge, and that was one of the sketchier moments on trail. With this rain, the rocks are so slick, and anybody who's done Knife's Edge knows that it's already probably pretty sketch without the rain adding an extra factor in regards to gripping and footing. So made it through. Had two-timer, Gator, and Katie up there with me, so saw them through it, and they made it. They're all in their 60s, and like Knife's Edge would be tough enough for a 20-year-old, let alone a 60-year-old, but they're all very experienced and got up and over, and parted ways with them. So I would like to say the rocks are ending and it's going to get flat, but who am I kidding? This is Pennsylvania. So it is just after 9 a.m. and I think I've got about 16 and a half miles yet to go today. Unfortunately, even if we walked out there, not going to be a view today. So I'm going to keep on rolling. Well, I got a lot of words for these rocks that come to mind. I just can't say them all on camera. But they're slick, and they're jagged, and they're everywhere. And you just can't get away from them. So I guess you're just gonna have to roll with it or rock with it. One of the two. I think I found the tiniest newt of them all. Just to put it in perspective. Look at that thing. See, buddy. I'm a ways past it now, but I wasn't going to take a break at Bake Oven Knob Shelter, but I had something in my shoe, and so I wanted to stop and take it out, and came down, and who's sitting in the shelter but Sparkplug? So it was good to see him, chat with him for a minute, and then I'm back on the trail. I know Frostbite is ahead of me somewhere. Sounds like he did a big day yesterday. So I don't think I'm going to catch up with him today, especially since I'm taking a 0 tomorrow. So maybe I'll see him up the road somewhere. But game plan is hit the Lehigh River and the bridge that goes over it here in about 6.5 miles. And right now I'm like 12 miles from, it's called Blue Mountain Drive. And that is my destination today. Rain hasn't really been an issue, sprinkled off and on, but I think it's going to get a little bit heavier around noon. And if that's the case, I got a rain jacket and I'll probably still get wet. I'm about 2 miles out from the Lehigh Gap area and just over 7.5 miles from my ending point on Blue Mountain Drive, I believe is the name of it. Still foggy. It's been drizzling rain on and off, and I've avoided a heavy downpour. So would like to keep it that way, but I don't get to decide that. Just come up on the George Outer Bridge shelter. Sign for the spring. Bear activity apparently is high in this area. But there you have it. I'm gonna keep going down. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what I gotta go up and over next. And you can almost see, that might be the trail, but I don't know. But pretty sure that's what we gotta go up and over. Let's get it. Just crossing over the Lehigh River. It's like a nice river. Kind of reminds me of the Shenandoah without as many ledges. Hey, I'm gonna get a picture. Just passed over Route, I think it's 248. And now I've got a very good climb coming up ahead of me. Well, this is the camera level, so this should be interesting. I wish I had a way of filming it, but there's no way. There's the arrows pointing up that way. So here we go. That right there is where I came down across the bridge. And then been doing a lot of switchbacks up, almost rock climbing now. Pretty view though. I'm still climbing, have a little bit left, but I think that was probably the steepest continuous climb that I've had on the AT up to this point. And that's not exaggerating. It was pretty darn steep, and you're almost rock climbing at points. So getting close to the top. Well, I just caught up to Frostbite. He was taking a little break up here on these rocks. I've got about 3 miles to go to Blue Mountain Drive, where I'll link up with KP and sleep in a bed again tonight and get some good food. So that's all I can think of right now, and I'll check in a little bit. That is the town of Palmerton down there behind me. Still somewhat in a fog up here, but just over 2 miles out. It's right around 3:15, and I'm about half a mile out from Blue Mountain Drive. All in all, this was a tough day. This was a tough 20. A couple rock scrambles and a rock climb out of the Lehigh River. So anybody looking to do that hike, be prepared, and hopefully it's not rainy and wet like it was today. But yeah, this is a tough day. I'm looking forward to linking up with KP and appreciate her hospitality and letting me zero there tomorrow. I'll be back on trail tomorrow, back on trail in 2 days, right where I leave off today. So that's the game plan, and I'll go ahead and close out. This is Rabbit, and I'm hopping off.